Black folks, take your asses back to Starbucks. Go get your mocha frappuccinos. Because I am.
Black people are angry and they are going back to Starbucks and McDonald's and all the other businesses that they boycott to protect against Israel for what they are doing in Gaza and to the Palestine people. Hey people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video, we want to talk about black people online are actually protesting against the past presidential election that went on in the US, and Donald Trump won the election. So Donald Trump is the next president of the United States. And this is not sitting well with a lot of folks, especially black folks, especially black women. And they are like, you know what, withdrawing their support and protest against Israel for Palestine and the Free Palestine movement. And some of them are saying that, you know what, F it, we're going back to McDonald's and Starbucks as nobody's going to stand up for us, protect us, because we saw in the chat the only people that went 150% for Kamala are black women and mostly black men. The other people, white and people of color, it was almost like a split in the middle. And this is not sitting well with some black people, and they're like, you know what, F it, we're not supporting any cause anymore. We're just going to go back and support, and whatever happened to you people happened to you people. And also there's a video of a Palestinian woman who said that if people don't vote for the independent party, I think J or something, J Stein, then they should not vote for Kamala. They should rather vote for Donald Trump. And this did not sit well with a lot of black people. And they are saying that, you know what, if you are a Palestinian woman and yet you're going to vote against our interests, your interests, and vote Donald Trump in rather than have Kamala, then we're not doing this with you. And this also got a lot of response, that the conversation of, is this the right thing to do to go back to Starbucks, McDonald's, and the other organization and company that was boycott during this Free Palestine movement and protest? Now, is it a good idea to go back there? And this entire, so we're going to see one of the creators that really went on big on it. They're calling people to go back to Starbucks and people's response to going back to Starbucks. So with that all said, let me know, are you going back to Starbucks? Are you still supporting the Free Palestine movement? And do you think it's a wrong idea or is a wrong movement to go back to Starbucks? I want to know what you think. So let's go check out this video and then we'll come back and talk more.
Black folks, take your asses back to Starbucks. Go get your mocha frappuccinos. Because I'm about to go give me a whole 24 days. I sure am. I just saw a video of a Palestinian woman saying, vote for Jill Stein or Donald Trump, but whatever you do, don't vote for Kamala Harris because you will not be accepted into my community. Fine. We're going to go ahead and give money to that community. Fine. I am on my petty era. I am in the most pettiest place that I could be as Sagittarius. And for me, when I get to this point as Sagittarius, baby, I'm burning everybody, okay? Myself included. The bridge, the house, the people, the animals, and the trees. Everybody can get it. Black folks, that shit. Go get your frappuccinos. Go back to McDonald's. Stop protesting everybody that we was protesting, because we already know what they did. They because they were already and didn't know that more. Because we ain't for y'all asses no more. Suffer. I actually feel good about that. I'm going to get Starbucks.
Black women, get up. Get up, Bookie. Stop looking sad. Okay? We're going to Starbucks this morning. We're going to get our old favorite drink. You know that favorite drink that we stopped drinking because we were protesting and supporting other people. Those same people who told people to vote for Trump instead of Kamala. Those same people that told them not to support us. Those people. Yeah, remember we stopped drinking Starbucks because of them? Yeah. Go and get you. Go and get up. Go and get you a venti this morning. Because this chapter of our life is called Matching Energies.
Okay.
We're no longer caring. We're no longer protesting. We're no longer putting them before us. No, ma'am. Get up, baby. Smile. It's our time.
Only imagine the level of disillusionment that you would feel after such a disappointing election result, and I'm sure that would lead to a broader sense of fatigue and frustration, okay? Like, literally, I live in Australia, okay, and we were all disappointed as well. And I'm sure that frustration would be intensified as a Black American woman because they were the key group that was able to come together to try and stop that orange man from getting into office. And as I'm sure you guys have seen, there's been a lot of videos about ending their Starbucks boycott because they're putting themselves first and they're like reallocating their energy towards issues which directly affect them. And you know what? I'm not even fully against the idea that solidarity should be transactional. I think a key part of solidarity is mutual support. But your morals shouldn't be conditional and transactional. And a lot of your guys' videos, I'm so sorry, they're showing a gross level of individualism, and it's actually weird to see. And let's be real, the people making these videos boasting about getting their overpriced, gross Starbucks coffee as a way to try and dunk on Palestinians, they never cared, okay? No matter how much they try to pretend that they were doing some Avengers level fighting for the Palestinian movement, they were not. Because that's why they're in the comment sections kikiing, ha-haing with people that are saying, oh, we were never boycotting to begin with, ha, I was there last week, ha. And I know that it's misplaced anger, but damn, you need to take a second and think about what you're saying and place the anger correctly. Because guys, I've seen so many disgusting videos. Like I saw a video of this lady talking about, oh, when Gaza gets turned into a hotel strip with a casino. Do you hear yourselves? Do you know who you sound like? Do you know who said something along those lines? Yeah. And I just don't get why these people are positioning themselves as these really strong previous supporters of the Palestinian cause who have just now been forced to abandon their support. They've been left no other choice. Be so for real. Your praxis didn't go any deeper than refraining from a weekly iced caramel macchiato. If that. Like, stop betraying morals out of anger.
Oh my God, I've seen so many posts from people like, boycott over, they're going back to Starbucks. And, it's funny, but it's not. It's actually sad. Because, like, I kind of, like, what is the point of, like, boycotting Starbucks when we've literally elected a man who was like, Israel should finish the job, and we know that a Trump White House and a Republican Congress is going to send aid to Israel to assist in the genocide that is going on. So, like, what does me boycotting Starbucks really accomplish at this point? Yeah.
Guys, I hear you. You're tired. But going to Starbucks is not the answer. It just absolutely is not the answer. Let's not go to ill intent energy. Match that energy. And let's do what we said that we're going to do. Which is, if you need coffee, you know, go to your local Black-owned coffee shops. Let's focus on our community.
I just feel like what are we doing for real? Like, honestly, I get the, yeah, like, I'm not even trying to belittle anything. Like, pulling our voice back would be essential when it comes to bringing up all Black problems or bringing more awareness to our problems, because we're pulling up awareness from things. But sitting here and going against other POC who actively wasn't even going against us, or people that have no, like, voice or say or type of communication to get the help they can, so they in Congo and all these things, I feel like it's kind of like backhanded to go to the, like, I don't know, like, you're gonna go back to Starbucks and McDonald's and prove the point of what? Like, come on, like, we don't have to match that type of energy. You get what I'm saying? Like, I get the point of just pulling your opinion back and pulling your voice back, but putting your money back to more, I just think that's a crazy thing. I'm not doing that. God bless, but maybe I got the wrong message, but I'm not about to do that. Like, there's Black Muslim, there's Black Palestinian, there's Black everything. Like, what are we doing right now?
Now, I have seen videos of people going back to Starbucks, which is absolutely insane, right? Because if you were someone that was using that as your form of protest, you're completely erasing everything that you've done by going back and encouraging people in large droves to purchase Starbucks, whatever. But the other thing I do not understand is, did you ever consider that the CEO of Starbucks may have voted for the same party that you're saying the people that you are no longer supporting voted for? Because this just goes to show that the stuff that's talked about on here makes no sense, right? You guys are not thinking, you're just reacting. And I really am afraid that a lot of these videos are going viral and continuing to be perpetuated because there is a lot of cognitive dissonance happening in these conversations, and I'm concerned.
Okay, so when it comes to Starbucks, have we lost the plot? Have we forgotten the mission? Because y'all are letting what one woman said make you want to go back to Starbucks. That's making me feel like you never wanted to boycott in the first place, honestly. But the reason why I feel like y'all have lost the plot is because, did y'all forget about the children? Did y'all forget about, and if you follow me, if you've been following me for a while, you know on my platform I do not play about babies, no matter the cultural, ethnic background. I don't play about children, okay? They're innocent. Children ain't done nothing to nobody but just exist, okay? And the fact that y'all are so ready to go back to Starbucks because of what one woman said, y'all do realize y'all are being just like the other counterparts who judge an entire group of people based off what one person does or says. Oh my gosh, like, again, I'm not disagreeing that she should not have said what she said, but y'all just completely said, well, F the kids. Because of what one woman said. I feel like, I don't know, to me personally, maybe I'm overreacting, I don't know, but me personally, that's weird. That's really weird that y'all are going right back to give y'all money to people who are actively innocent children because you're upset about what another adult said. I'm sorry, it's just a little weird.
I love you all. I love all the Black women doing the follow train and connecting with each other and creating community. But that TikTok sound that says Black girls go to Starbucks, y'all, come on now. Come on now. Other people don't gotta stuff it like that. We know why we're boycotting it. That the community and getting together and using our dollar. Don't spend it there. Spend your dollars at a Black-owned coffee shop. Come on, come on. We any person that uses that sound, I'm blocking you. Go to a Black-owned coffee shop. Here in Portland, there's Dead Stock. There's another one here in North Portland. Yeah. Together, us, for us, by us. Back to FUBU. All right. That was my PSA.
Y'all know what else I thought about? Because effective today, immediately, we have removed our support in other communities. Go on back down to McDonald's and get y'all something to eat, and Starbucks and get y'all something to drink. Because y'all know we wanted to protest in McDonald's and Starbucks to stand in solidarity with the Palestinian community. We ain't doing that no more. We ain't doing that no more. So go on down McDonald's and get you a 10-piece nugget. They got them for $1. And go on down Starbucks and get you something to drink. Go on, wet your taste buds and get you that mocha frappe or latte or piece of banana loaf bread. Go on back down there and start supporting McDonald's and the Starbucks. Because I'm about to go to Starbucks and get me something to drink. Anybody want something?
I also want to say I will not be going back to Starbucks. I think y'all are actually crazy for gloating about going back to Starbucks. That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Now, I'm not going to chastise you for going back to Starbucks. I think it's just wild. There's so many independent coffee shops that are owned by Black and brown people, especially in major cities like a Chicago, a DC, and New York, that we can be giving our money to rather than giving it to a major corporation that does not care about us, that does not have healthy ingredients, and we are now boosting their stock prices. That's some of the craziest things I've ever seen, and the coffee isn't even that good. It's literally sugar coffee. Again, I'm not going to go out of my way to chastise y'all because I get it, and I am livid, and I am mad, but I do think on this one tip, it's not about the whole solidarity thing. It's just about the morals of it. And I just don't think Starbucks is has morals. I think it's an ethically corrupt company from the top to the bottom. And no matter what side of the aisle or pro movement they're on, I was never going to support them. I hadn't gone to Starbucks even before everything that went down. I was never a fan of the corporation. I also think we need to have a conversation about, I'm not going to stand on the front lines, and I mean this, on any of these movements, definitely not in these next 4 years, and this baby might be a lifetime thing with me, but I'm also not going to go out of my way to disrespect other movements. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to go stand in any pro-Palestinian protest anymore. I'm not doing it. But I'm also not going to do anything to spite their movement. And I think that's where a lot of y'all are a little lost in the sauce for me. I think it's a little disrespectful. Not gonna lie. Fighting for it, probably not going to do it anymore. Y'all showed yourselves. But going out of my way to make sure it's worse for y'all, that's not something I'm going to do.
It seems that we're losing the plot, so y'all got me out here searching up coffee shops. I don't even drink coffee. This is your reminder that Starbucks not only funded a genocide, they are also anti-union, and you cannot forget the way that they showed their whole behinds during the Black Lives Matter movement. I think one thing out of all of the work that's been done over the past few years, at least since I've been an adult, the work's been going on. I think one thing that we can all agree on, everyone, ever, is that consumerism has gotten out of hand. Consumerism is the root of all of the evil we're experiencing. This is a list of coffee shops in Chicago that are Black owned. Put money into the communities that deserve it. Like I said, I don't drink coffee myself. However, Afro Joes will always see me. They have a fabulous matcha lemonade. Also, they have a short rib grilled cheese. They got my money. I feel like most people know of Sip and Savor. There's multiple locations in the city. You do not need to go to Starbucks. Get in the field. Kusanya is the definition of a third place. They're also non-for-profit. Definitely support them. Only ever gone to a 16th Street bar to drink, but they do have a coffee bar, so definitely recommend. They're an all-day spot. Now, the next ones I have not been to, but they are on my list as well. We should all check these out. Like I said, put money into the communities that deserve it. Chicago French Press on my list looks super, super dope. Atmos is, I believe, a Black and Latina-owned coffee shop. Definitely check them out as well. Have not been a Drip Collective, but I've seen so many videos on their stuff. It looks good. There's a lot of hype around that spot. The Brood in Logan Square, another option. Also, Muse, I hear, is pretty good. Overflow Coffee in the South Loop. You can't say there's nothing near you. That excuse does not work. Ridman's, Common Cup, and Queen Sheba all up north. All that to say, there are so many coffee shops. If we've learned anything from the past few years, support local, put money into the communities that deserve it. These corporations are all evil. Please do not go to Starbucks. I don't care how upset you are over the election. And returning to Starbucks so soon is very telling of your character in general.
So good morning. I just want to clarify a few things. Because right now, I'm seeing a lot of people and a lot of the discourse come from a place of anger, and I get it. We are all angry right now. However, I think a lot of this anger is being displaced, and I think we need to get back to what we really need to be angry about. This division amongst non-white people will not get us further ahead. So I'm going to address two lines of discourse that I'm seeing happen right now and why both of them are a no-no. Firstly, for the Black people that have said that they're going back to Starbucks, that they're going back to McDonald's, I frankly don't think that's the way to go. I think I personally still stand in solidarity, but at the same time, I will not be overextending myself to advocate for causes that are not directly linked to my community. Secondly, for the Black people that are shaming other Black people, I actually saw a video and someone said, oh, y'all are performative, y'all never actually cared. From a Black creator. I don't agree with this. I don't think that these Black people never cared. I think they are hurting. I think they feel betrayed because the POC solidarity that we thought we had was a sham. Do I agree with the way that they are acting out? No, I don't, but I understand where they're coming from. But by shaming and naming these Black people for the way that they are grieving and dealing with their pain, I just think that's going to further isolate them and is causing greater divide within our community, and we need all the numbers we can get. But let's not derail from what we're actually fighting against. Because us fighting with each other, this is what they want. But I think it goes to show that Black people are expected to be the perfect activists. We are expected to put everyone else's problems and lives above our own. And when Black people, especially Black women, have said, no, it's not my fight anymore, a lot of y'all are offended by this. But we need to heal. We need to take care of our own community because it is not safe for us now. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents, and I hope you all have a great day.
I'm no longer fighting for people who are actively against me and my needs and what I need for my people. Okay. Everybody keeps stitching my videos talking about it's one person. It's been over a couple of months, okay? I've seen multiple videos of telling people not to vote for Kamala and vote for Trump or Jill Stein. I've seen multiple rallies about this shit. I've seen multiple speeches about this shit. It didn't just come down to one person. It's just now that it's the end and I can focus on the people who turn their back on us. And in return, themselves at the same time because you think Trump is going to help y'all? You really think Trump is going to help y'all? No, he going to help Benny. He going to help Benny boy finish the because that's exactly what Trump said. Trump said, I want him to finish the job. Kamala said, I want this to be done. I want everybody to get free. I want everybody to be at peace. I want Gaza to be able to live in a free state. I want Israel to be able to live in a free state. She wanted this shit done. But no, y'all want to go against the only woman that was speaking freedom for your people. See, y'all not the only ones that white women and Latinos did. And with that, I tell y'all all, y'all can kiss my whole entire you know what. See, as a Sagittarius, I don't crash out. It builds up. It has to be multiple reasons why I crash out. And y'all have given me multiple reasons on why it's time for me to y'all. You made it to where women in this country cannot have full autonomy over their body. You made it to where black people in here will be forced to hide and beg for police officers not to take them out because now police officers will get full immunity. You made it to LGBTQIA people don't have their rights. You are part of that problem. You actively protested against her. You are part of the problem. And if you black and you saying, oh, I can't believe you doing this, my sister, this is not the way. I don't give a shit. You can go across the way with them too because you damn sure ain't for your people. You only worried about them. But here we about to have a lot of issues, especially black men and black women. We about to have hell of a lot of issues. I'm not with nobody who actively voted against my safety and my bodily autonomy. I am not with y'all. You can be mad all when you can say I'm still sitting here and I'm still for Palestine. I don't give a shit anymore. Y'all added to the problem. Y'all were part of the problem. Y'all actively asked for people not to vote, withstand your vote for Jill Stein or vote for Trump. You are my enemy, baby. You have put my body, my life in danger here in America. So instead of me worrying about y'all over there and trying to make sure that y'all get what y'all need and trying to make sure people are not taking y'all out and me using my voice for y'all, I have to use my voice for my people here. That's what the did. Have a good thoughts and prayers. And let me add this to Stein was never for y'all. Jill Stein comes out every 4 years and she picks the people that hate everybody the most. And she uses y'all to get money. She was never for y'all. And I know a lot of people saying they need us. People in Palestine need us. Forget about the people here. No, let the people here help their people. They can ask Latinos and white women for help. Since they all actively help put that man in office, they can all actively work together to get that man to stop hurting those people over there. We, as black people, need to focus on ourselves here and people that look like us. That way, we don't get a knife in the back every time we try to help everybody else. And when it comes to us, they turn their cheeks.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thought about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. You're on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. So for me, like, wow, this conversation is really deep. I know that you guys know I am heavily on pro-Palestine. I'm heavily on free Palestine. I'm big on it. And hearing this conversation of how people are going back to Starbucks and giving their money to a company that is funding Israel is it's a lot. But this is it. Like the sister that responded and that one of our videos was what started this entire conversation. I understand where our pain and our frustration is coming from. Because whether you like it or not, the life of especially black women are being put in danger when Trump comes in, and even black people's life. And we all know that Donald Trump is trying to pass in some laws that is going to allow police to do whatever they want. Him as a president can do whatever he wants. And that is not safety for black people. So I understand where our frustration is coming from, saying that, you know what, F you people, I'm not supporting you people, I understand. But also, I also get that part of going back to Starbucks. For me, that's what I like. I understand, don't get me wrong, I understand both sides of I understand our frustration. But what I will campaign for and go for is the fact that, you know what, why don't you take that money rather than go back to Starbucks or McDonald's, take that money back to a black-owned business. There's another video I want to do about Black Project 25, where a creator I'm going to do a video on that, talking about how as black people need to also come up with their own Project 2025, the way Donald Trump has his own Project 2025. And some of the things she said was really bad. So rather than do that, let's start thinking as people, as black community, how to protect ourselves, because clearly the some people of color really don't care. And we have this conversation here a lot here on this channel when we talk about how when it comes to the hierarchy of, because some people will say, oh, I don't see color. No, there's color, and there's color in society, and it's been subconscious or consciously, it has an hierarchy. People play on the hierarchy of it, and some of them it's white man, white women, people of color, black men, then black women. And when push comes to shove, it's usually black women that get the brunt of it. So I would say all like 100% go support this thing or continue supporting Palestine, which I'm still very big free Palestine. I'm still there. I'm still standing there because I'm still standing there anyway. So I would rather say, why not to channel that thing to, okay, we're not going to, let's focus on, let black people, especially in America, let's black people in the world too, let's focus on our problem as black people, because we should not forget that during the Black Lives Matter, even the Palestinians too were supporting the black people and protesting against Black Lives Matters. So I will not say just withdraw just because a couple of them, and why a couple of them, which I understand why a couple of them too were very sketchy about voting for Kamala, even though Kamala was the best of all of them in the campaign. I understand why some of them, because you guys know I really go deep into this politics, especially what's going on in the Middle East, Israel and all that. And it's because Kamala is riding on the bandwagon of Joe Biden, and we all know Joe Biden is doing nothing to stop Israel, and Israel really feels like they can do whatever they want in his administration, and that's why most Arabs were very skeptical about voting for Kamala, because they feel like she's just going to continue what Joe Biden, is the trend Joe Biden is running on, and that is just keep feeding Israel. Even though, yes, we know that Kamala has a mind of her own, she's going to structure, but the truth is that there are other people around her, and there are other people that are going to put pressure on her to continue the train. So I kind of understand that. I'm not happy Kamala did not win, because I still stand on the protection of women, especially black women. But I understand where they are coming from. But rather than going back to Starbucks, why not we start developing the black-owned community in America, worldwide? Let's start supporting ourselves. Let's start supporting black-owned businesses. Let's start, because whether I would like it or not, most of these policies and all that is also always going to come down to affect black people, and people of color is going to get the brunt of it too, but especially black people and especially black women. So I get where the sister is coming from, her own frustration, and like she's going to do whatever she wants to do, because some of those Palestine people too did whatever they want to do and did not think of the consequences of voting Donald Trump in. Because whether we like it or not, whether Donald Trump, whether Kamala gets into power, they are both going to support Israel. So for me, that's the division. You say, okay, what is the best of both evil? And for me, Kamala was the best at that at it. Like I would take her anytime over Donald Trump. Anyway, guys, I know I'm not American. Okay, I have to say that I know I'm not American, but I'm seriously invested in the American politics and how it works, and even especially the Black American community, because whatever they do or whatever happens in America always find a way of trickling down to the other part of the world, especially in Africa, especially to black people in Africa, and especially Nigeria. So I'm really invested in what's going on there, and that's why I speak on issues like this. Okay. Anyway, guys, go on in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this amazing conversation down in the comment section. Let me know. Are you going back to Starbucks? Are you boycotting Starbucks? Are you focusing on the black community? Let me know your own take down in the comment section. Okay. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversations. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this guy. So go on and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.